Ooh, I'm alive. I'm alive. Let's go over to YouTube. Let's make some stuff happen. I've already started. I started a little bit before I went outside, and I was having outside time. You know, it's nice to go out in the evening here right now because it still has not quite got hot. And that is just awesome tech. And here we are. In the live. Okay, let's put it on top chat. No, let's put it on live chat. Let's make sure I'm live on my own live. Look at that. Okay. I got some glue sticks and some glue. Let's put one here and one there. And there's a couple over here. And let's grab some images. And let's do this. Oh, I just threw something on the ground. Well, it's gone now. Oh, and there went something else. But it's gone for now. So we'll just let it happen. Because what are you going to do? Oh, that's fun. Let's think about that. And then we'll just have to fill in that area. That's cool. Okay. Where do we... I think I would like this to be, so let's see before we start ripping things off of here. I don't want that white part at the bottom. Carla! How you doing, girly? Okay, so we got to take the white part off there. And we need to push that a little bit. Oh, look at that. Check it out. We get a gap. So let's make it a slightly bigger gap. That way maybe we can fill the space with something long here or a couple of things. But we might keep that because that's got some nice color to it, even though it's just like a generic fit. That's right, I said it. You sleepy today but still alive? Well, that's better than the alternative, I think. Tired and or not alive. Probably you need the rest, you know. It can take a long time to recuperate after. You know, you got pretty sick there. It's not good. No bueno. So, let's see. Yeah. All right, so I got this glue thing going on. And now what do we want to put in that space? What kind of groovy things do we want to fill that space? That's all hard edges. Once I tear them off, it's going to be smaller than that. But I definitely like that. Let's see how small edges we can make. Did you eat some good food today? Are you eating and staying hydrated? Those things are importante. I've been drinking water like I'm a fish. Still no gills, though. This is some kind of sea creature. I got it out of photography magazine. Underwater photography was there's an article in one of those photography magazines I brought home not that long ago. And it did have some very amazing art stuff in it. Okay, that's barely going to fit, but it's going to fit. You a sandwich from Jersey Mike's? Well, that was probably very nummy. Nummy. There was a whale on the other side, but it wasn't a very good angle for using in the Rollatini. I probably would have kept it if it had been a whole pod. glue right here. Little glue right there. So we're going to put that right in there. And we're going to try and cover as much of that space as we can. Very nice. I like it. Just so. Ooh. And I think I have a paper towel here somewhere. There we go. Was the only thing that sounded good. Well, you know, when you're not feeling well and you're recovering, you got to go with what sounds good. Because usually when you crave things, your body does need something in there. I firmly believe that. All right, so we're going to, I had already started adding stuff before I came on here. I added in the cherry shake in this baseball stadium. I think it's a concert crowd. And I had added in this piece and this top piece. So we're just going to continue. That was all today. Oh, you know what? I haven't looked outside all day, but I'll go have a look real quick. Let me check. I wasn't paying attention to the dogs, so I don't know if they alerted us or not. I got it. Let's see what we got. Woof. The dogs never barked. It may be that they came while we were sitting outside. But we did run out. Elsa was craving tuna again, so we ran out to Subway so she could get a tuna sandwich. Oh my gosh. Cool. So Plant Guru African Black Soap, formulated entirely from natural ingredients. It's from Ghana. Fantastic all natural soap. Great for acne, eczema, psoriasis, discolored dry skin. Well, I have all things. Skin lather on sponge. Okay. Cool. Raw cocoa pods. Well, that's probably for exfoliation. Plantain skins, ashes. Oh, cool. Well, I will be trying this on my next shower. Thank you. Is it the best feeling of clean? I believe, and it's got an expiration date on it. That's cool. Not that it's going to last till 2025, but that's good. Cool. Thank you very much, lovely lady. Look at you. And hey, Christine. And you've been sick and you're still helping out other people. Girl, make sure you're taking care of you too. Okay. So we got a little sea creature going on. Let's find something for maybe in here. What do we like? Got some. I put in some fun new things yesterday while I was harvesting. I found a bunch of things, you know. Some thingy things. see what we got. Oh, what about that? That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put that right there. I like that. It's a crazy little scene. The kid on the, it's out of one of those travel magazines. I'm trying to see if I can tell what Dayton. So this is from the Ohio one. I love that image. Let's put that right in there. Yeah, 2 naps today. Well, woohoo. I was up till like 6 o'clock this morning, but I worked almost all night. I harvested just a butt ton of stuff, honestly. There's a lot of harvesting going on. Let's get the, what do we do with the, I'll keep putting it down here. Let's go ahead and get that smooshy down. Smooshy it, smooshy. And Janice is here. Janice! How you doing? You got the coffee hookup? Oh, I think that I don't want in there. Where'd it go? I'll never find it again. Doop, doop, doop. No top edge. We need a top edge. I know I had another long skinny piece. Let me look here. Okay. I need a top piece that is skinny. A little too skinny. Get a fun piece for later. Okay. Whoa. It's just falling out of the bucket now. Use me, use me. They're all begging to be slapped down in the Rollatini tonight. And I think we will try and oblige as many of them as we can. All right. So what do we need here? That little bit seems pretty good. That'll work. That will work. Jen's like, of course I have the coffee hookup. Hope you guys had fun over at Rosemary's. I was in and out. I got a lot of stuff going on in the garage. I'm spray dyeing some things that, some matte pieces and some scrapbooking paper that, for some journals I'm working on. And they have, I don't want to necessarily, I do like to dye scrapbook paper because you guys have gotten some in some packs. It's fun. It is a fun thing. But usually I dye the 8x8 papers because the 12x12 are just a smidge too big to fit my current dye vat. It's like just like a half an inch, not enough space for it without it starting to stick to the edges and stuff. And so we're on the lookout at the thrift store for a. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ugh. We got to be careful with the glue today. I just refilled it. And my glue cup runneth empty. I'm almost out of glue. I got to get in the closet and see if I have more, which I will do probably tomorrow. What do we feel like? What are we feeling like? I do want to get this elephant in here though. So let's put him right here. That seems like a good, excuse me, a good spot for him. Little Mr. Elephant. So this glue is very loose. Which means I should need to use less of it if I can keep control of the squeezy bottle. But I have been going through just so much glue. Well, we're doing the serial killer. We're doing the Rollatini. We did work on those ATCs, Carla. Last Thursday, I think. I've lost my glue stick. Nope, it's over here. It's just on the wrong side of things. Nope, still not right there on the end. I think this glue stick in particular is a little gummy. I think it's older and it's getting a little gummy. Carl's like, woohoo! So I will get those out and show them in a little bit here because the bin's not closed that they're in. Okay. All right, so we got, I love the little guy. So I'm going to here create a new edge that is now crooked. I make a good crooked edge, I'll tell you that. You know, we want to tear the sides off. And the sides off. And probably the top off. So let's see about, where's that pair of scissors? Got just a little bit right there that didn't rip straight. And there we go. Well, phooey. That doesn't quite fit there. It's one of those, you know, crazy highways. Okay, so we'll try that in a few minutes. Let's find something that actually fits. New. Oh, just barely, right? Okay, we're going to use this piece of this paper bag. And we need glue for that. They're very basic. I did just a main focal point. And we added some words. And I just have to decide where I want to put them, you know. Because I made them pretty thick. So I think I might want to punch holes in them and put them on a ring. And just add others as I, you know. We could make a few every now and then. ATCs and see. Challenge myself a little bit because ATCs is not really my jam, you know. But you gotta do stuff that's not your jam. Otherwise you get boring, you know. Boring. Who wants to be boring? Okay, so where'd that other piece go? Oh, I think that would be very nice. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. So tomorrow night, I have to decide what I'm going to do. So, we've already had a harvest session this week, and we're doing the Rollatini tonight. And so we can work on an envelope journal. Like we can maybe do some of the pockets on that daisy one we made. Or work on one of the smaller ones. Because I had several sizes I wanted to make just for funsies. But eventually we're going to have to get to decorating some of them, you know. So we could work on envelope journals. Or we could do like some kind of creepy collage. Or, you know, let me guys know what you think you might want to do this for tomorrow night's mystery set, because I don't have really any preconceived ideas about things I need to get done, other than I still need to harvest and sort to make the accordion file small, potentially creepy collage packs. Ooh, look at that. That glue just leapt over there. It took a dive. It took a dive. Okay, ooh, not the elephant's face, though. We don't want to cover up the little elephant face. Okay, so right about there. There we go. Then we get to keep his schnoz in the thing. I love the elephant's trunk. Back to the glue stick for the corner. Do 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 do. Do da do da. Here's a little fall poem. Oh my god, I totally glued that upside down. Oh my, is it too late to save it? It might be too late to save it. Let's see. I glued it on there. There's horses at the top and birds at the bottom. Nope. We're just going to have to go with we meant to do that. That's how it lives now. That's what happens when you don't look before you stick. Sorry, guys. It'll be our funny moment for today. Pretend you stuck the landing even when you didn't. It's a little poem about fall. Well, like a little... Oh, it's just a little blurb about fall because it's out of a book. Autumn brings its colorful touch to Arizona white oak, sycamore, and willow trees in lower Madeira Canyon. But I'm going to put it in there anyway because, you know, why the heck not? It'll cover the horse's feet. It adds interest, right? I meant to do that. We'll just lie. That's how we intended for it to be. It's not a lie. We're being artistic. It's our artistic flair. There we go. That is still not quite there, but you know what? We're going to put it in anyway, and we will fill the little space if we need to. What did Bob Ross say? Happy accidents? It's a happy accident. That's what we're going to go with. Happy accident. I need to roll a little bit of this way. Okay. Got issues under here. There we go. Okay, this is where one of these little pieces is going to come in handy. I think that's not bad right there. Let's put that right there. So I was outside talking to Els the other night about Criminal Minds. And she said she quit watching them when they killed off Mandy Patinkin's character. And I went, well, they didn't kill him off. They just made him go away. And I had forgotten that, you know, he went away. But then he got killed later. And so, like, maybe half a day after we had this discussion, And I was kind of upset because I'm like, you know, I don't like thinking of Gideon as being dead in the series. But there it was, the episode where he got killed. I had totally forgotten about it, when he actually died. I was a little sad. I love that show, though. I can't say that I'm on, because Jennifer Love Hewitt's on the show right now. She's, the newest character. And I can't honestly say that she's one of my favorite people. Like, I like her okay. But I don't know. Maybe I just didn't like her character in the show. Maybe that was what was wrong with me. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. And then we'll just fill that space, maybe. Or maybe we'll wait. We'll put it here, and I'll bring it back in a minute. Let me throw away a couple of these smaller bits. Okay. What else do we have in here that we want to use? That's a bit of a jelly print right there. I don't think I'm ready for it just yet. But here's a piece of a book page. It's the moon, so I think it actually goes... No, I do think it goes that way. Nope, it goes that way. Based on the other side of the page, it goes that way. I don't necessarily hate it when they kill off characters, but I like the idea of Mandy Patinkin's character just, kind of going on and finding happiness in his life after so much, shit. And losing, he had that lady in his life and all that. And, he really kind of got the shit into the stick. So I like the idea of him just kind of having his own happily ever after. They had to ruin it by killing him. It's not like they were ever going to bring him back to the show. I just felt like it was unnecessary, I just love the idea of, after so many years of him chasing all the bad guys, that he finally found some peace for himself. Sometimes they gotta kill off characters, I have to say, CSI does bring people back over and over and over again. 911 Lone Star did that. Yeah, you get invested in these characters, and then they just rip your heart out, Oh, you like this character, do you? Dead. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and put that in there now, because that is kind of a good filler for that space. And I like the color with all of the other stuff going on. A nice darker, a little bit of I'm getting glue everywhere. I'm a gluing maniac today. I think I might put this end up here, though. I think it fits the space at the top a little better. It's not that big a deal if we get glue other places because, we're going to cover the whole bit of the green stuff anyway. There we go. And that piece has a nice texture to it. They do it in books, too. Oh, you love this character, do you? Seems like he's going to be around for a long time. Boom, dead. No, I'm not ready to have that there. Let's find us another little piece. I'm definitely putting that right there. It's just a lunatic looking guy in a grave digging. But I think that will look good right there. So let's do it. I'm just trying to smush some of the glue we've already got down all over. Let's put him right there. I love having these odd little bits to fill. Just adds interest. Makes it fun. So yeah, so now there's Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's not my favorite in the show at the moment. I've never actually had a least favorite character, but now I do. Okay, so maybe if we can find something down here for the bottom, because it's that guy I want to see. So we'll make sure we don't cover him up, but we do need something at the bottom. So let's find something. Just, and it can be fairly plain. We just need a hard edge for the bottom portion of this. We've got this bit here, and although it is upside down, oh, come out of there. Well, that keeps getting stuck in there. It's like just the right size. I need just a little more space over here. Okay. Let's tear the edge off, and then let's try it on and see if that's gonna work with this. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. We're going to make it fit here. Push that down just a, maybe. Can we get it to go down just a smidge? Now let's make sure all those edges are down. Yay, edges! So Carla had Jersey Mike's for dinner, and I had a tuna sandwich from Subway, which, interestingly enough, I was craving last night. And last night I wound up eating leftover, yeah, I like that. That's just fun. Let's do it. Leftover ziti, because Mike made me. I mean, it's not like he held the spoon to my mouth and forced me to eat it. He was like, somebody needs to finish up that ziti, and Alice doesn't really eat leftovers. And it was, Sandy only eats little tiny kid portions of food. So he's like, there's a normal sized person helping. So I went in and I'm like, I'm not eating it, Mike. I'm not eating the ziti. And then I felt guilty when I came in and I ate it anyway. It's not like it wasn't delicious. It just wasn't what I was craving last night. But it was still good. So there's our Yogi Bear thing. See, I told you we'd get it in here. Yogi the Bear. Now, do we have room for this one? So we'll just tear it here and maybe use we're going to actually put it. Oh, you're not doing that. Come on. We'll put it right down here. But first, let's nail down that bit. So I do like the funky fish thing that Rosemary is doing. It's very neat. The way she's making, you know, things inside the fish's mouths and the nautical helmet with the, you know, all of that stuff's just, you know, fun, unexpected bits of silliness, you know. All right. We'll use that later. Let's find something nice to go in that spot right there. You know, we've got lots of full-size images to use. We do have this, so let's see about, first let's yank off the top. And then we'll pull the sides and the bottom off. And let's see what we're left with in terms of, okay, so I don't want to cover up too much of that moon because, you know, otherwise what was the point of putting it there? I think that would be okay. We're maybe gonna, let's see. So there'll be a little bit of a gap here, but we have lots of small pieces we can cover that with. So let's do that. Or do we not like that? Maybe I don't like that there. Let me think about that for a minute. Let's see what else there is. And we have parts of trees and stuff. Okay. Let's get rid of all the extra. Maybe I don't like that there. What do I like there then? What do you like, Amy? What do you think would be good for this space? That's pretty good. Just to rip the top off, though. We can't have a hard edge at the top. Okay, so if we put something here, just a little something there. So we've got lots of bits of sprayed papers and book pages. We just put something like that right in there. I think that'll do. It'll cover up the little bit that's not covered up. Okay, so let's get rid of some small pieces here. Hey, Amber, how you doing? And the Carla is back. She's finally on the mend. Still got, you know, some healing to do. But we're all sending her all our extra. Her and Candy. Candy had a little setback too. So, keeping both those lovely ladies in our thoughts and sending them healing energy. Stay down there. Although I do now have some interesting colors on my fingers. Because that's sprayed with dilutions, and sometimes, usually if it sets long enough, it doesn't reactivate too much. After it sets well, usually just get minimal cross-contamination. And sometimes you don't get any because it gets nice and, set over time. So now we have this where we don't have to worry about having that green paper show through. We covered up just enough of that to make sure that did not happen. We're just going to yank that little piece off right there that's sticking up. Okay. Got a nice little bit of food going on there. Now, I think we'll take this piece and add it right there. So that means a small piece here and something up there. So let's try and find that top edge. I'm good just working on getting ready for bed. I've been off for 3 days and I'm not excited about going, oh. I think that's kind of how everybody feels when it's time to go back. You're like, oh, hasn't been quite long enough, right? Unfortunately, that can definitely be a thing. Let me grab those scissors I get and cut it a little bit. There we go. And about that. That's not too bad, but we do need something here, so let's see. Do we just maybe want to put that in there? And then we'll work around it. I think that'll be okay. I think the more days, I've always found it hard when I went back to work, like after a vacation. Like, it's not like I didn't miss the people I work with or anything like that. It's just, it's hard to get back into the routine of work when you've gotten to, your little vacation routine. Hey, yay, I don't have to go to work. So 3 days off. That's more than you would normally get. I always like the idea of what Mike works, like 410s, so that you always have the kind of that 3-day thing. But 10-hour shifts are hard to work. And then you remember you like to eat. You had the taste of freedom, right? Yeah, that's definitely a thing. That one is surprisingly wrinkly. I don't know why, but there it is. Okay. We're going to put this kind of Indian looking one. This has kind of a Moroccan India sort of feel to it. We're going to use that right in there. Fill up that space. Apparently we didn't get any down here. There we go. Very nice. I love the arched doorways and stuff. Right? It's a pulled pork with some sauteed spinach on it, I think. That's what it looks like from here. But it's pulling the barbecue sauce. Good. I'd have to eat it right away because I got squishy bread issues, but it does look quite yummy. Okay, not quite ready for that yet. So let's see, what are we ready for? No, I don't want to put that there. we took it away from there so that it's not there. Do we want to put this down here? Maybe. Maybe we do. Let's follow that a little bit. It's a nice color green. The little plate on it. The old grist mill is what it says. Okay, let's grab our little paper towel. And maybe just scooch that over a tiny little bit. Cover up that gap. There we go. Oh, we got a notice in the way. Yeah. Nope, you are not. It's such a gross out factor for me. It's always nice to know that your freaky little things are shared by others, right? Things that you're like, maybe I'm the only one. We might do that. Let's see what we can fill the other area with first. So many choices. So many little choices. Not yet. Ooh, there's a little bit of a... So we need like a... What is that? That's a hard edge because it's Mickey Mouse. You know what? I actually think I like that down there. I'm just filling the bottom up, but not the top. I actually like that down there with that other stuff. There's a little Mickey Mouse down there. A little Disney nostalgia going on. It's like a, I think it's a Kodak camera ad for vacation photos, you know. Okay. Oh, there's a thing, huh? Okay. Okay, so we need to tear off the bottom. And that's going to leave us some spaces. We need to fold it right about there. Here we go. And that's really all I've been watching except for the odd YouTube video that sounds interesting as notifications come through, you know. Mostly just been binging Criminal Minds or watching nothing. Sometimes silence is golden. Just saying. I'm going to tear that just a little bit more because it's covering up her head. Okay. Did I somehow made it worse? Oh well, we'll just cover her head up. That's life. Oh no. Okay. Never mind. That's how it's gonna work. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me throw away the scraps. Throw away the parts you don't need. Let's see. Right there. That and cold mashed potatoes. Yeah. Yeah, cold mashed potatoes are gross. That's cool. I always like those little cameras. Yeah. Right? You get to see it right now. You think they were superior? Yeah. I don't know. Not everything old is inferior. Sometimes technology, makes progress, but it doesn't necessarily make a thing better. And everything now is made to be disposable. Old cameras were meant to be repaired, and they weren't meant to be thrown away every few years and you buy just a new one, and they weren't cheaply made. When you had a quality camera, you knew you had a quality camera because it had a heft to it, It was a thing of beauty. Like, I love a lightweight vacuum. Don't get me wrong. I love that vacuum technology has made such lightweight vacuums, because I remember when you vacuumed, you were getting a full body workout back in the day, But at the same time, if a part breaks on a newer model vacuum cleaner, you're just shit out of luck. They don't make replacement parts for those. You have to just buy a new vacuum because everything's made out of plastic, I don't like built-in obsolescence, I have to tell you. I don't think that's how things should be. Well, think of how many vacuums must go into the trash every year because there's a broken part on it and they can't fix it because the whole thing's made out of plastic, I don't know. I'm torn on that. I love the lightweightness of it, but I don't love that it's just disposable, That's not cool. Not cool at all, man. And then clothes, there used to be quality clothes and then there used to be cheap clothes. Now, even quality clothes aren't actually that well made, or what used to be considered quality clothes. So we're looking for a little tiny pick for right there. Perfect. I think that will do. I have a rainbow. Luckily, I've been able to buy parts through Amazon. Nice. Right. But now you go and look, and if the part snapped off, there's no way to reattach a replacement part because it's plastic on the inside. It's not like just a metal spring or a wheel or some kind of, whatever doodah thing. Oops, I don't want to cover up the words. I think I made a whole mess over here. I guess that just makes me old, though, you know. I'm change resistant. Other stuff. Okay. So I did throw in a few words. I keep forgetting these are a thing. Let me. I'm looking for something to kind of fill this spot down here, but also for something to put here. We will come along with something pretty good, I think. Got lots of nice small bits. Do. There may be something out there just perfect laying in this pile. Oh, you know what? I don't think we're going to put this over here. Not quite like that, but you know, I think it might be time to use that. That's trash. There's a nice breakfast piece for here. That might not be too bad if we trim it just a smidge. Let's see. Where's the word I saw earlier? There's just so many different things to use. Oh, that's one too. That's a bit of a jelly plate. I know I had other words besides that, but I'm not finding other ones right now. Oh, that's a good word. Okay, hold on. I need to make a straight edge on this. Right at the top there. I just need to make it a little straight. There we go. Okay. I think that'll be perfect. Let me just pull this over a little bit so I can make it lay down. Yeah, I think that'll look nice right there. It's ribs and some steak and looks like some baked beans and potato salad. Looks like good stuff. It was cool how now I'm like, that would be sweet. But yeah, it was hard to, and taking it up and downstairs. Oh my God. I got it left at my old house where it'd probably still take it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm not saying they were easy to use. I'm just saying it was nice. I think they could make something lighter weight. Maybe not as lightweight as you get today, but still with some replaceable parts so that, you know, the minute a part gets worn out, you don't have to toss it completely out. I don't know how we got so easily fooled into thinking everything, you know, was disposable. Think about it. People used to have coffee makers for, you know, you got the one your grandparents had, or you got your parents one when they bought a new one or whatever. Okay, I think I want that like that. So we need a bottom piece. We need a nice little bottom piece. Okay. But it needs to be something kind of generic because we're going to cover it up mostly. Okay, so let's just make a straight line on this. Let's just put a nice little straight line right on there. Oops. But not catch it on a part where it's already got a tear in it. Okay. All right. Just like that. Yeah. That's true. All right. There's a little bit of glue on there that we probably don't want there. So tonight I have still a little bit more harvesting. I have one more pile I'd like to get through before I start making the packs, you know. And I might even do some jelly prints in the next sale because I kind of got a little carried away. I have a lot. They'll be an odd size though because they'll be what I trimmed my 8x10 plate down to after I pulled the, you know. And a lot of them are double-sided prints. So great for pages in smaller glue books or smaller journals. You know, so many projects you can use jelly prints for. I've had such a fun time with them. They're fun to make and they're fun to use, I gotta say. Uh-oh, you know what? I'm going to pull that back a little bit right there because I may want the top piece that I choose for up here to go under the lighthouse instead of over it. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. So many choices. Okay, we need a nice top piece. Ooh, I'm using that over here. Doesn't that look yummy? Strawberry shake, though. Mike loves those. I'm not a strawberry person. Okay, what if we did this? We put that. So we'd still need a little piece. But yeah, let's cut across the top here. And now we've done it again. Okay, and then we're going to need a little tiny bit of something in here. Okay. Do 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 da do da. You do have to admit though, when we get around to making the rollatini in July, we are going to be some hungry people. Okay, so we're still going to need that pulled up a little bit because we want to also put this image right there to fill in that little top space. Do, 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 do. Little sushi going on. Let's get that lined up with this top edge. Okay. And now let's add a little glue on back onto this thing, because we pulled it up a couple of times now. There we go. And then we'll put this one right down here. This area is food intense. Let's see. Plan to have a midnight snack later after this. Lunch around 2 and a brownie around 4. Yeah, I bet that's quite a long time. Crows in the corner. Cows. Oh, cows. Okay. Yeah. Cows is good. Cows are fun. Okay. I've got a little bit of a... Let me get rid of these. Some glue boogers going on, as always. There is no live without glue boogers around here. Except when we jelly plate, and then we've got paint boogers. You know, we just get a different kind of boogers. Okay. Now I feel like we need something just fun and whimsical. So let's roll this along a little bit. We're trimming the edges down, but I think that'd be good right there. So let's tear those images all the way down. Okay. I think I wanted it this way. So we'll do that. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of all these little tiny pieces I made. This is full of garbage. Whew. Good night, Miss Amber. Longhorns, there you go. Yeah, hope to see you at whatever we wind up doing tomorrow. We get choices. We'll see what tomorrow feels like, I guess, since nobody really voted. We'll but it'll be something, and it'll be at 8:15. Get lots of good rest and good luck at work tomorrow, lovely lady. Hope you have an awesome day. All right. So let's find some top and bottom pieces for this, and let's also maybe take a look at what time it is. I have no idea. I was just having fun rollatini right along. Okay. Oh, we've been on for over an hour. All right. So maybe we'll finish up these two areas. I think I'd like to have two smaller images here, and then we'll see what we wind up with down here. Do I want to just let it float down? I still have to trim a little tiny bit of this edge off over here. Okay, and then let's see. We could tear it like that a little bit. We need it to overlap just a little bit over here. Otherwise, we'll wind up with a naked square. We can't have naked squares. All right. Well, I think there are some new seasons of stuff on Amazon. Or not Amazon, but Netflix. I haven't looked at Netflix in like a week. So a movie might be nice to watch. Take a little break from. I love Criminal Minds, but oof, there is such a thing as too many in a row, you know? It's nice to have breaky breaks. And then I'm going to go in a second and grab a magazine that I'm reading out there. Because I read an article today that made me go, whoa! Let's see. I cut it a little too short. Okay. So we'll save that for another place. I do think I want to kind of include this in here somewhere. I want to place this somewhere coming up. So let's see, what else do we have? We need something nice at the top there. Whoop. So we probably need to pull it over just a smidge. There we go. What do we think about that? No, because it kind of ruins the second row. Huh? Although that's not that bad to overlap that a little bit. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's like theater stuff, so you know, just a fun little splash of different things, you know. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not saying very much, am I? Yeah, maybe across the bottom, I'm not sure. We'll see after we get something in here what we feel like. But that's kind of a fun little pre-made organization of, we may put it like right in here because, you know, but we need something fun to be down here is what I think. Something a little bit fun. But that still fits in that space. There's so many images to choose from, you guys. It's so exciting to have such a broad selection of stuff. Let's see, what do we got coming up down here? Or left over from something else. I wouldn't be surprised if there were several likely candidates in here. That's a little too big. I don't like it. Okay, I think we got enough people going on around here right now. So what else do we need? Okay, what about that? And then something underneath it. We have this bit of bag. Let's cut a straight edge onto that. Like right in here. It's not perfect, but it's straight. It's because it's so thin. So let's just cut a little bit of that off there. Oops, there we go. Okay. Woo. That's sort of, yeah. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Maybe take that much off it. Because that should help us out right there. Ooh, that's much more colorful though. Let's use that side. I think it will still be okay. Get a little bit of blue in the middle. Do, 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 do. Oh, pull that down just a little bit. There we go. And then just a fun little Halloween pick right there. And I think what we may do is take that part off. I think I just like that part. And maybe even just this little white bit up here. So it doesn't look like there's some kind of border. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with it. Oops. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay, and then what do we do with the happiness thing? Did I bury it? Did I wind up burying it? I could have buried it. Oh, dear. Okay, hold the phone. Do. This is the top piece. I don't like that right there. And no like. I think we need something kind of naturey. Naturey? Is that a word? Naturey? I don't think that's a word. I think I just made up a word. Oh, there's happiness. I found happiness. Maybe right in there, and then we'll... Yeah, I think right there. Oops. Some glue came out of the top. Squish the glue. Squish the glue. Because happiness is so many things. It's not, it's not just one thing. Lots of little things put together. Okay. So think if we can find a spot for something for right there, then we can be done for the day. And that is almost a perfect fit. Woo. All right, we're gonna put that right on there. I think I'm gonna tear just a little bit off this that little whoopie doo thing right there. Little whoopie up thing. All right. I think this is gonna be our last piece for today. And we can give Janice's fan that she sent me a second round of applause, because I've been doing this for over an hour, probably about an hour and a half-ish now. And I don't feel like I'm going to melt into the ground. I actually feel pretty good. I think being hot all the time may be part of my fatigue issue. It's hard to be chipper when you're super hot. Because being, when it gets warm in the afternoon, don't you get a little bit tired? I feel like, I should lay down for a second. It's like if you get just a little too warm, it like saps the energy out of you. There, that is like a really hodgepodge of things. So let me push these images over a little bit. You want to nap every? Yeah, I do. It gets to be about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I seriously, no matter how long I've been awake or how short, like that time of day just rolls around and I want to snooze. So we're looking at what we've done. We did a pretty fair amount today, I think. And we're coming over to the... This is where we left off the other day. And I added these few pieces here while I was watching Rosemary earlier. So we did a nice little bundle today. And here it is going back the other way. Ooh, Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. They might need some picnic baskets. Got a little lighthouse. Some air balloons. Whoa, this is like going way. Hold the phone. I'm gonna try and roll it a little smaller. It's getting a little carried away with life over there. Okay. Now let's smush all that back together. And there we are. We're at the end again. Woof. I think we had a pretty good time today. At least I did. And we have so many fun choices. We're never going to run out of images. And we used, a fair amount of people, food, landscapes. I always think hot air balloons look so cheerful. I have no desire to go up in one because they crash land. There's no exact science to the landing of a hot air balloon. No, thank you. But it does look beautiful, and it does look very, and I don't know if it's deceptively so, but it looks like pleasant, like pastoral almost, where it's very, it's a slow activity. So, not too shabby. Tomorrow we will be on again at 8:15. Give or take a few minutes. You know how it is. And then Friday will be Serial Killer. Yay for the serial killers. Yeah, but sometimes not. They do have their moments. They can go up very fast and down very fast. And if it's windy, then they get going a little bit faster. But just as a thing, it looks very peaceful and it's not like jumping off a mountain or something, So, yes, Christine, all the good stuff. Okay, so however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You are awesome peoples. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Have I thought about selling some of the Rollatini pages? I might. I don't know. I keep looking at them and I'm like in love with my own Rollatini. Oh, you guys are so welcome. And thank you for coming. This wouldn't be nearly as much fun if you guys weren't here. I got to tell you, I love talking to myself, but I'm not always the best company. So lots of love and healing to Carla, who definitely needs it, and to Miss Candy out there, and to all of you lovely ladies who get through every day, and you eat and you rest for the night, and you just keep going. All my love to you guys. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses. Bye, 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 bye. And that is the end. Ooh, where's the button? There it is. Uh-oh, I didn't end the stream. I'm just sitting here still streaming. Goodness gracious.